It's about an hour after the facility suffered the explosion that triggered the emergency lockdown. Just finished helping the dock officer set up the transmission relay. Not much signal. The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are...
Sir, couldn't we contact the med bay? Maybe the Jedi's awake. If so, he could help us.
No good. The link to the medical computer was severed from the hub, just like the administration console. Even if the Jedi wakes up, how would we get the dormitory turbo lift code to him? Without it, the turbo lift to the administration level is locked down. We just took an inventory of our supplies. We've got enough emergency rations in the dormitories to last almost a month. But with all the problems in the facility, I don't know how long we'll last. I wish we could contact the Jedi. Maybe he could... But no, he's still floating. Someone's played us for fools. And since KotOR and his crew aren't locked in here with us, it's pretty clear who it was. If I ever catch up with that Mandalorian-loving son of a... At least the air scrubbers are still working, even though they're tied into the... Hey, what's happening to the ventilation system? It's... The transmission gives the code to open the turbo lift when or if help arrives. Code is a simple group of 5 numbers. 3, 17, 13. Then the next 2 numbers are... This may be the big... Just finished helping. The transmission gives...
Sir, couldn't we call...
No good. The link... Even if the Jedi...
Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre bavano flank tur na saganich. Grau. Der winter to wakere kwe wapa terra chingaradana. Ferra rampada no de brintada nel camera cella. Relibe coronto so mele gnemi. Der winter to wakere kwe. Manama treto sobre. Der winter to wakere ferra to rampada no. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Krishe mentru gre bavano flank tur na saganich. Der winter to wakere kwe wapa terra chingaradana. Pedra to rampada no rinca nel commercio c'è la fibo no turu ona giù un sensen
Your ears always were too big, Sion. Come on, if the maintenance officer comes through on the explosions, and shut that damn data pad off and throw... We managed to get to the dormitories. We should be safe here. We've been trying to use the holo-transmitter to beam a transmission to the administration level to end the lockdown. But the administration console's been severed from the main hub. Everyone thinks we should try to evacuate on our own as soon as possible. But there's no way to break the dormitory seals from the inside. I'm going to keep sending distress... The situation's worse than we thought. Even if we get out of here, we can't shut down the fuel depot. If so, the only way off this asteroid is if a ship docks with us. But the only connection to the docking platform is on the administration level. I only hope someone survived the explosion in the mining tunnels. Managed to use the holo-transmitter here as a crude relay to beam short-burst transmissions outside the Peragus. We've set the emergency transmission on automatic playback. We're using a simple military flash code to transmit the code to the turbolifts, so maybe without those turbolift codes, our rescuers wouldn't be able to get here from the administration level. And without... The messages are short distress calls only, since we can't get much signal strength. It's pretty weak. So unless a ship is actively searching the area, it might be a long time before a ship picks up the message. After all...
The transmission gives the code to open the turbo...
Almost didn't make it out of the dormitory section before the lockdown, you murglak. You're cutting a little close, aren't you?
Yes, a regrettable miscalculation on my part. I'm contacting you because I'm picking up a subspace transmission from within that level. Is that your doing?
No, they must be trying to use the old relay system to send an emergency signal.
Hey, this turbo lift's locked down.
Try the code again, and don't worry about the miners and their transmission. By the time help arrives, we'll be all the way to Nar Shaddaa.
Oh, they won't be leaving the dormitories. The explosion within the tunnel has damaged the ventilation systems, causing breaches in the core exhaust.
What? That's going to kill them all!
Not all of them, but I'm sending a number of mining droids to your location right now.
KotOR, this turbo lift's locked down.
Keep trying it! You! Why are you doing this? Why me?
You? It was never about you. The Jedi is all that interests me. But then you had to ruin everything by revealing his identity, and then trying to harm him. And that I can't. Statement. You are a risk, KotOR. You are impulsive, crude, and soon, deceased.
Mocking Quet smug statement. I believe I forgot to mention that I reversed the turbolift codes.
I have felt a disturbance. Our enemy is here. We must leave at once. The one that fired upon the Ebon Hawk as we attempted to rescue you. And he will not let us go without blood being shed. The story is a long one, and time is short. Come, we must go. We need to make our way to the docking area on this level. I fear the airlock has already opened, and if so, we must be on our guard. If we cannot reach the Ebon Hawk, then we must find a way to escape on the ship that is docked here.
What in space is going on? Who's this? Another Jedi? What, did you guys suddenly start breeding when I wasn't looking? Alright. I'm guessing that Republic ship that just docked isn't carrying friends of yours.
I hope your talent for understatement is offset by your skill with a blaster. If not, then I fear our time together will be short indeed.
Yeah, and I'm also good at running and drinking, Your Majesty. And even if you two aren't big friends of the Republic, that warship's the only way off this station. Good thing we have a clear run to the ship.
Threat. Master, perhaps I did not enunciate clearly the last time we spoke. I suggested that you should shut down, stay put, and wait for rescue. Clarification. Assassin droid is such a crude term, Master. Reserved for Durasteel drones uploaded with only the most... The function I perform has been referred to as wanton slaughter. I prefer to see it as a means of facilitating communication. Resignation. Very well, Master. If inflicting pain is the only means to resolve this matter, then you leave me no choice.
Say the word.
Let us end this. I hear you.
Systems failing, Master.
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
you sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blast of fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met. Maybe I would. At least I was safe.
We cannot go back. If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need...
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Peragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Peragus ever recorded.
The two of you, be...
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their navicomputer. They'd have to. Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem, Mike.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Our enemies gather while we wait here. Very well. I shall keep...
We've taken on passengers to Teal.
Sir, we've just received...
Can you get an ID on...
Yes, sir. We have its ID. Sir?
I'll need to confirm with command. Report.
The Sith warship is empty, sir. We attached an umbilical and sent 3...
There's no one on board?
They're still in their berths, sir.
Then who was
We don't know, sir. The freighter's empty, too. We did a clean sweep and nothing except a lone T3 unit. Did you still want to track...
Search the freighter and the...
Yes, sir.
No idea why the Admiral thought that freighter...
Let's settle this. Let's settle this.
Everyone on the Ebon Hawk was dead, sir. We're starting autopsies within the hour.
What about that Sith corpse we retrieved from the warship?
We haven't had a chance to fully examine it, sir. He looks human, but he's fractured in several places.
Then keep me posted. Something's wrong here, and I want to know where all those... We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from Ah!
I have come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know.
Send a security team.
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
What is it?
I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
I hear you. Let us end this.
We've been diverted from Onderon to the Outer Rim. There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to... As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of his identity. I have some reservations about turning the heart. Whoever this passenger is, he's got diplomatic level priority, whether he knows. We picked up a distress signal. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel. There's no match for the vessel, and we'll only know for sure when we arrive. And we'll find out if the signal's... We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've...
You have permission to divert course, Captain. If there is a Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter.
Yes, sir.
There was, Captain.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the...
Yes, sir. I'll make sure...
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Seed, out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing.
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything he needs.
Statement. I shall use the utmost, as always.
take care of this. Pure Bazak.
I hear you.
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Yes. Are you all right? We do not have much time. Whatever you
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Damn thing's stuck.
Yes.
Just say the word.
Something's wrong. Ever since we picked up that Sith firefight in the region, crewmen haven't been reporting for their shifts, and I can't reach people on the comm. The strange thing is, I keep feeling like someone's watching us here in the ship, but I can't see anyone. I don't like this. Checking the survivor from the Sith vessel. His flesh is cracked and scarred, and I'm registering several thousand fractures in his... Judging from the scar tissue, I believe... This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't... With him or Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing... I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord, alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
Let us...
Let's set...
Yes.
Wonder where that came from. Time to even the odds. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
I hear you.
Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. came from. Everyone's down!
This shall not stop us for long.
I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak.
I hear you.
I have a bad feeling about this. All right, but don't trust me. When it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about the... This battle is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run! I shall be along shortly.
I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak. I hear you. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Just say the word. I hear you.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Peragus facility through the fuel line. That's crazy. All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one. And one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you? All right, then. If you're sure. It's a utility droid. Looks like it's been hit with an ion charge and dumped here.
I hear you. 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 More where that came from. Just say the word. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Pazak. More where that came from.
This door's magnetically sealed. I can't believe this. The ship's right out there, and we can't get to it. Huh? What does that piece of junk say? How can you even understand?
I hear you. I hear you. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak. Just say the word. Let me take care of this. Pure Bazak.
Quick! We're gonna need some time to fire up the engine. Let's give the laser turret a workout.
There is no time. We must leave.
If they hit us, we're dead, but if they keep missing us, we're dead. It's great odds. Somebody shut that trash compactor up! I'm doing all I can, and that's not enough. What'd you do to make these guys so mad? Well, either they hit us and destroy us, or they hit an asteroid and make the whole field go nova.
What are the asteroids? They can be destroyed by us as well as them, can they not?
That'll take out the whole field, the colony, and maybe us. We might not even be able to jump to hyperspace in time.
Then we die here. Choose now.
Hold on! This is gonna get a little rocky. Well, now that we just killed a planet, maybe one of you can tell me what's going on. Because between assassin droids, a Sith Lord that looks like he sleeps with vibroblades, and being target practice for a Republic warship, I was better off in my cell.
The Republic warship was the Harbinger. It was seized on its way to Telos by the Sith. They sought you, Jedi. Yes, to aid in the recovery effort there. Many roads lead to Telos, including ours.
Not like we have much of a choice, the Peragus astrogation charts being what they are.
It is where we must go, and where the Harbinger was bound before our unfortunate encounter on Peragus. You were difficult to find, but coincidence was on our side. When I learned that you were on the vessel, I knew the Sith would not be far behind. When we intercepted the Harbinger, it was crippled, drifting in space. It was a simple matter to board the vessel and rescue you. Unknown to me, however, the Sith were already on board. Just as we made the jump to hyperspace, they fired upon us, nearly destroying the Ebon Hawk. Whatever occurred on board the Harbinger had rendered you unconscious. Though your thoughts were faint, I was still able to find you, sealed in one of the cargo holds. True, but as one trained in the Force, you know that true coincidences are rare. I do not know how the Ebon Hawk was able to make it to Be silent. We're having a conversation here.
Repaired this ship. My eye. Next thing you know, it's gonna claim credit for saving our skins. If that little noisemaker says it repaired the ship once, then it can prove it by doing it again. Go on. Get!
Because you are the last of the Jedi. Once you are dead, then they have won. Whatever lies you tell yourself are of no consequence. The Sith believe you to be a Jedi Knight, and that is all that matters. The Jedi Civil War destroyed the Jedi. By the war's end, barely 100 Jedi remained. Many fell in battle, and many more were seduced by Revan's teachings. The Jedi Academy on Dantooine is nothing more than a crater that echoes with the ghosts of dead Jedi, and the Jedi Temple on Coruscant lies empty. The waters in the Room of 1,000 Fountains have fallen still, in reverence to the fallen Jedi and those now lost. Many Jedi blamed the teachings of the Jedi Masters for Revan's fall, and the civil war that followed. Perhaps, but they are Jedi no longer. If the Sith have not already slain them, then they will not help you, nor can you help them. That is not an easy question to answer. This threat is greater than you know, and I do not believe it is a battle that can be fought.
Look, enough with the we already.
We cannot hope to triumph against them alone. To stop them, you will need weapons, allies, and a teacher. In the end, I fear it may not be enough. You fought in the Mandalorian Wars, and it cost you everything. Are you willing to sacrifice? You are not listening to me. This is not like any field of battle you have ever fought in. Think carefully on your choice. If you choose to fight, if you choose war, it is a path few turn from once the first steps are taken. It carries with it a terrible price. And in the end, you may find you have nothing left to sacrifice. Like so many Jedi, you hear, but you do not listen. You have much to learn, but we have spoken long enough, and my wound pains me. If you have other questions, find me in the crew quarters. There we will speak more.
Hey, don't stop your long, boring rants on my account. I was just getting sleepy.
Also in private, we will be mercifully free from the opinions of imbeciles and fools.
Look, not like I care or anything, but you might want to go check on our passenger, especially with that hander. I think she was barely keeping it together. I'm surprised she's able to stand with all that pain rolling. Are you blind? If I were her, I'd be screaming like a stuck Minok. Well, I mean a very strong, manly Minok. I think she's just too proud to show any weakness. Especially in front of you. In case you hadn't noticed, she won't say 2 words to me, but she'll talk your ear off any chance she gets. What you think matters to her. A lot. She wants you to respect her. Besides, we haven't got much else to do until Oh, don't give me that. All it takes is being around people enough to read them. You should try it sometime.
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left. That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it. I do not know. I fear that the consequences would have been more extreme. Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker. Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Peragus. I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the Force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the Force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split. Yes, the Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did. In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are after all the Jedi are gone. Then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign. I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Peragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come. Ask, and I will answer. Indeed. And was it the same? If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason? Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you. If not the Jedi, then what did you think was the cause of such a loss? War leaves many scars, but rarely does it blind one to the Force. If anything, conflict and challenge may make the connection stronger, more intense. No matter what horrors you experienced in the war, no matter who you served, it is unlikely that the Force would be lost to you unless another factor was involved. It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live. Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly, through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the... And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done. Do not honor me, fallen Jedi. Honor it by listening and learning. Do that, and perhaps we shall survive this thing. You and I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once. Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you through my words and presence. Ask, and I will... Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5. As you know, Revan and Malak went to war against the Mandalorians, and you followed under Revan. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the... Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. As all Sith do without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War. No one knows, certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins, Revan is gone, and the blade of war he promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now. It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength. A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can We shall see. The Jedi Civil War cost the Republic much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic, fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great, and this new threat. It is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the... You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, a whisper, that shall herald the... I would see to that fool in the cockpit, and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Teal. He is a fool and an imbecile. His potential lies downwards, not up. Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first, and his ally.
How's our passenger? She's... What a surprise. Just so you Jedi know, the whole cryptic routine isn't mysterious, it's just irritating. If you really can see the future, you should be at the Pazak table. What was that, some kind of joke?
That's what I'm talking about. Jedi talk.
You two should start your own... Then she must be royalty, because she's got to be queen of the galaxy to bark out orders like that.
I mean, how old do you think she is? She may have been good-looking once, but it takes some hard living to make creases.
Hey, I just got out of prison. If we had a decent navic computer, trust me, we'd be dropping out of hyperspace into the Nar Shaddaa Red Sector right now.
After spacing that old witch, of course.
Like we have a choice? It's the only place Peragus had logged in their astrogation charts. If you thought Peragus was dead, then Telos is a dying world they're trying to breathe back to life.
Should be there before too long.
You can check our course on the galaxy map if you want. It's on the wall behind you. So, what happened? Don't give me that. There were plenty of times back on Peragus where a lightsaber would have been helpful. So where's yours? Oh yeah? I thought a Jedi was supposed to be married to their lightsaber. Guess I heard wrong. Were you a single hilt or one of those double-bladed Jedi? Huh. I hear the twin blades are harder to master, but they can make enemies stampede over each other running for cover. A lot of Jedi in the Mandalorian Wars use double-bladed sabers. A more aggressive blade gives you more slaughter per swing. Hey, you didn't go red, did you? Yeah? Unique how? Must have been something. Sure be nice to have it now. Might make those Sith think twice before coming out. Alright, forget I said anything. Like I said before, you can check our course in the galaxy.